certain I wouldn't be wrong if I said the majority of us would go ahead and grab, success as opposed to failure.
Live and direct from Houston, Texas. Karen, your black coffee here. On the Good Life Show, we're gonna have
No, it's really good. Very good, yeah.
I'm living the good life. I am so sorry, but I'm sure I got you, right? I was thinking, what do I do to prank these people? And I kind of succeeded. I am so sorry. That was me being silly. I can't help it. That's how I am sometimes. Okay, so well, happy new month and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Yeah! Oh, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me today. This is The Good Life, and my name is Karen Komoniva Bamson, but you can call me your black coffee, no sugar, and absolutely no cream. Yes, that's how we roll. So a special shout out goes to my friends, my family, especially my fans. I used to be on radio TV back in the day in my home country, Nigeria, and I have been off radio TV for a bit, so I've been getting a lot of calls and people checking up on me saying, hey, Black Coffee, how are you? Oh, Karen, how are you doing? We don't hear you on radio anymore. We don't see you on TV. Well, guys, I am fine, and thank you so much for caring about me, trying to find out how I'm doing. I am so thankful. Well, God bless you real good. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking to you about something very important. It'll catapult you to the apex through which you derive your validity. That is, if you're consistent about it. The topic I'm talking to you about today is beginning your impossible. So go ahead now, grab a cup of coffee, grab some, anything you like to drink, anything you like to nibble on. Just be relaxed, and I will be right back. This is The Good Life with Karen, your black coffee.
Hey, my name is Lovey.
Hi, my name is Solan.
Hi, my name is Mary Ann.
All the way from Dubai. Keep watching The Good Life with Karen, the Black Coffee.
Welcome back. This is The Good Life with Karen, and I'm hoping that this video finds you in a beautiful place. Okay, so right before we went on a break, I said I was going to talk to you about beginning your impossible. Have you begun your impossible? This is the second quarter of the year. And when the year started, as usual, I know a lot of us pins down our dreams, our aspirations, our goals, or our plans at the beginning of the year, how far we want to go, what we want to achieve. And my question to you right now is, how far? How far have you gone? How far? Seriously. Have you been able to strike some things out of that list? Oh, I have done this, I have done that. Oh yes, if you haven't, well, this is just a pulse check to see how you are doing. And if you haven't, not to worry. Together, we're going to make it happen. These are simple principles that have been working for me over the years, and I want to encourage you to try to imbibe these principles or try to explore these principles or work with these principles and see how far. Well, there's no harm in trying, right? So go ahead and try these principles out. For me, there is no impossibility in my dictionary. That's the way I just put that in my head and I tell myself every now and again, there is no impossibility. So what I did was grab a pen, got my dictionary, and scratched out that word impossibility. I scratched it out of my dictionary. Well, I didn't do that, but I just put it in my head. There is nothing as impossible. At least that's a good way to start. At this point, I'm reminded of a quote by Jim Goodwin. He says, the impossible is often the untried. So if you haven't tried something, why should you go ahead and just dub it impossible? That's where you make a mistake. Go and try first of all and see. Remember the song by Aaliyah? If at first you don't succeed, you dust yourself up and you try again, right? Show me one person in this life that has never made a mistake, and I'll show you a man that has never tried anything. And what's the use? What's the purpose? There's no harm in trying. So go ahead and start something. Now, you can ask yourself, what is that thing I want to start? You have to first of all know what it is you want to start, whatever it is. A business, a job interview, you want to produce something, whatever it is in your heart that you desire to start. To begin your impossible, ask yourself, what is that thing? Now, if you're able to define that thing, that is step number one. Another thing for you to start your impossible is don't think too much. Once you've nurtured that plan or thoughts in your head, don't think it too much. There is never a time as ready. Most times ready is a scam, because in the process of dilly-dallying and thinking back and forth, you know what sets in? Procrastination. I tell anyone who cares to listen that the best time for them to put their best foot forward is when the waters are murky. So once you just get that, when it just drops in your spirit being and you feel like you have the capacity, you have the ability to do that thing, even though the resources are not there at the moment, but you got that push, you just want to start it. Believe me, you will not be disappointed. So dream the dream. But when you dream the dream, I know a lot of people tell you to set goals. That's number one. Dream the dream. I know a lot of people tell you to set goals, but instead of setting goals for me, I try to find out my fears. What are my fears? What are those things that I'm so scared of? What are those things I think might be an impediment to the dreams that I have to begin my impossible? So I list those things out and I begin to tackle them one after the other. Now you have to also understand, number two, why is it important to me? Because if it's not a thing of priority or a thing of importance, something that you give value, believe me, along the line, you'd be like, it wasn't even important anyways. That's how we are, humans. We blow hot and we blow cold. So you want to make sure that there's that drive, that push. You try to understand why it's important to you, and you always remind yourself why it is important for you. Now, along the line, you might get into some difficulties. Step number 3, ask someone for advice. Ask someone for direction. Ask someone for help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. There's no single person that is an embodiment of knowledge. Okay? So you've got to ask along the line if you are in between the wall and the hard place. If you are in between the wall and the hard place, you've got to ask someone, because you don't know it all. Hey, how did you do this? I've got a challenge. You have to learn to ask. That's step number 3. Number 4, as you continue what you are doing, pursuing your dreams to begin your impossible, you have to pause and review how far you have gone. How did I do it right? How did I do it wrong? And fix those mistakes. I'll give you a quick example. This is my very first YouTube video. It might not be very perfect, but I'm putting it out there anyways because it's what I want to do. And I'm just thinking of how hard I will laugh at myself if I watch this video in a few days or a few months to come. I definitely will see mistakes. I'll definitely see areas that I can improve upon. That is it. You've got to make mistakes and then you grow. You also have to learn from other people's mistakes to grow. So very quickly now we go to number 5. You've got to be committed. You've got to be consistent. And then you have to embrace near wins. And I'll hammer on the small wins. We're very quick to beat ourselves up when we feel like we're not doing good. It's not good. We are we are our worst critics. We ourselves, okay? So don't fail to give yourself a pat on the back when you feel like you're doing something good. And Liz, the thought of starting is enough reason to give yourself a pat on the back. So these are the recipes, or this is my little nuggets for beginning your impossible. And you can say to yourself, I'm not happy where I am right now. What are you waiting for? Steer the ship around, steer it around, steer the ship around, and set sail in the right direction. Believe me, before you are done spelling your name, you'd be like, now maybe this, is this me? Something like that, something along those lines. So you have to, don't be too hard on yourself. Just be focused, and all of these things can come to fruition. Thank you so much, my friends and my family and my fans. I'm so glad that you listened to me today. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified each time I post a new video. Thank you so much once again. This is The Good Life with Karen. Got beautiful moments and touch lives. Till I come your way again, take care of you and everything that is yours. Bye.